Okay guys, this is Cruise Roy with a Phantom 111, and I wanted to do an FPV job, and this one can be modded for a ton of batteries. I have another one that can hold up to a 5200 milliamp battery, but this is another one that I got cheap and I want to test it. Good day to test it with a brand new camera on it. But let me boot it up here first, and then I'll explain everything that I got. I'm running pulse batteries, 2200 in this one. A lot better than the factory Phantom batteries. Radio on first. This here is a Foxeer 4.3 FPV. And I got a Foxed aerial antenna. I don't know all the terms yet for the FPV setups, but I will try. This is my first, and there you go, the camera booting up, and you can see my fat belly. Tuck the wires in. This has the factory Phantom door on it and everything. Okay, going over this, I got a Hawkeye camera, 4K. It's set at 2K right now, and if you notice, it's already recording. I put the zip ties through the gimbal just in case. This is just a Chinese cheap gimbal set up for the Phantom, all wired inside. You set up all the ports, and then I got a Foxeer transmitter set on 3.1. I also put another zip tie here, and I'm gonna have to wait for the GPS to set up, but I got it set so it automatically starts recording, which is cool. It's showing up on the screen here, and I had to wire this Hawkeye to the Foxeer transmitter because it doesn't have the right hookups. I probably could have got one from Banggood, but I didn't. But like I said, this is just a Phantom 1. I shouldn't need to calibrate. I calibrated. I also got the bow-legged, the extra big legs to hold the camera and gimbal, so it doesn't, so it has enough room to move. Wait for the satellites. I got my switches both up. It's almost there. I think we're just waiting for a couple more satellites. But I'm just going to test it in my little area here. As you notice, I got low wires. And this is a Phantom I got real cheap. The battery he had was no good, and props were no good, but I put the bow legs on there, and the FPV system opened it up, so this will be my first FPV system. Alright, I think I'm too close to the trailer here and stuff, and there's a lot of metal, so I'm going to see if we can take off. Anywho, got enough satellites to take off. It's not holding perfect yet. Doesn't have all the satellites. So let's see how the gimbal handles. It's the Firefly 6S 4K camera, sorry guys. Alright. And there's the FPV on the screen. Really, really windy here. And also I set up the thumb knob on the back here so I can aim the camera down. And also bring it back up. Probably should have calibrated it. I'm not getting the satellites back here, but it is windy. Like I said, this is my first one. Set up with FPV. The only thing I can't control the on-off switch for recording. It just auto starts when the battery's on. I don't even know how long the batteries would last. I guess you can add the OSD so you can see it right on the screen. Alright, I'm going to get daring. It is a screen. I'm getting a little flicker in here. Probably gonna find a better channel, or probably because I'm near this electrical wires. See if I can down the camera. Oh, there it is. Got the camera aiming down. Have to learn how to get the proper channel on the radio. I know the camera is fine. It's just picking up the image. I should be picking up a lot more than that. Probably on a bad channel. I'm gonna just pan slowly. I want to see if I can see a little further up. Just aiming the camera a little differently. I'm going to do a little rotation. A little windy up there, but I know the camera's coming in okay. Drop the camera straight down. I gotta shut off the fisheye on this. Guess it would be nice to have the OSD on here. That screw came loose on the camera. Oh, I'm getting a red light. Come home. Come back home. Oh! And it's a tip over. I gotta fix this knob here. When the screw comes loose, you can notice it doesn't turn. I think it's a printed one. I have to get a better one. Alright. Not the first time I cut grass. But I'll have to figure out that screw. And some different landing legs, because that is very tippy with all that weight on there. Shut the camera's recording off. Pull the camera, shut it off. Shut the FPV off. The camera time should tell me how long it was flying. But this is Cruise Roy with his FPV on a Phantom 1.